everyone, and welcome to the 210th episode of the Poorly Planned Podcast. My name is Benedict. You may know me better as BHL Hudson. Here we talk about movies, TV shows, a bunch of nonsense. With me as always is my friend, co-host, and redoing a pod episode buddy, as maybe we will talk a little bit about, Frederick.
Yes, sir. I didn't know if we would reveal this exclusive behind-the-scenes.
I think it's appropriate that we be vulnerable with our shortcomings. Like when
a man is only as good as his flaws.
Yeah, when some of us possibly crash the fuck out because there's a dog barking in the background of a podcast episode, and we delete the whole thing.
It was kind of a funny moment, but we were sitting recording what is a part of the segment of this pod last week, and there was a dog in the next room that would not shut the fuck up. And in the beginning I was like, okay, we can move past this.
Just make a funny joke about it or whatever.
It was quite insistent, and then I did see genuine actual feral mindset in your eyes.
I think I clarified multiple times based on how much I was complaining about the dog. I won't actually hurt it, but someone needs to.
But then I believe also when we paused recording, for real, I am gonna hurt it.
I did not say that. I did consistently say someone needs to shut that dog up by peaceful means, obviously. But yeah, that was tripping me out. And we also, not gonna lie, we were not cooking in that pod. We spent 30 minutes trying to decipher the Hunger Games trailer, which was, a very basic concept to understand.
Exactly. Quite the basic concept. And I believe we did sit there like, wait, Ray Fiennes is in this?
I know our thing is the Poorly Planned Podcast, but this is another level where we were we spent...
But that went to actual idiocy.
It genuinely, I was like, what's wrong with us? So yeah, this pod...
Had to have an introspective look at what was going wrong.
We are going to be talking about some stuff that we have covered in this previous pod. And I think we still have the audio. Maybe someday we'll release the BHL Crash Out cut. But
genuinely probably half of the 30 minutes we recorded.
But today we are talking. There's actually been very little stuff that's been happening since then, luckily, I guess, so we didn't really miss much. But we're talking the Hunger Games trailer for the new one.
Oh god.
our downfall. We're talking some Tarantino. He be saying some stuff. We're gonna give our takes on what he's been cooking up, and then we're gonna hit a cheeky little triple mini review thing for 3 movies that you really enjoyed watching.
Yeah, in classic Poorly Planned fashion, it is 3 movies I have not seen.
It is what it is. We will we'll find a way to make something of it. We're talking The Running Man with Glenn Powell. I got some thoughts. We can talk what we talked about.
Hunt him down.
True, thank you. I was gonna say we can talk about how much his run fucking sucks after we read that Tom Cnews story about how he tried to perfect his run or something. It's terrible.
True. Okay.
We're talking Wicked 2 with a cheeky little Goldblum. So good. And we're talking Zootopia, Tootopia.
Zootopia, if you will.
Tootopia? 2? And then we got a little Tom Cnews, and then we're hitting a cheeky little announcements and such at the end. So, it's going to be a good episode.
Announcements and such? It's been a while.
It's been a minute. It's going to be great. Before we dive into it, there are time codes down below. Just have a little message to share with the Poorly Planned audience.
To all the dog owners out there.
I know where you live.
Fix the fuck up, please.
I just want to say, I don't realize this is not a revelation or anything, but it was kind of a revelatory moment for me where, I don't know, I feel like I can save the world with this perhaps, but,
What nonsense is bro about to spout now?
Yeah, no, I've genuinely hyped it up way too much, but I do actually feel strongly about this. As you know, and I don't know if the audience knows, I don't know if I've talked about this, but I was a big swimmer growing up, did a lot of swimming, went to swimming classes, did competitions, all this stuff. And then
a beautiful swimming bod. Go on.
Maintained it all these years. It's been great. And then, as you get older, I don't do the classes anymore. Haven't swum as often. Swum, is that a word? I don't know.
Swimmeth?
I swimmeth occasionally. I do still hit it sometimes. But, not as often as I'd like to. This past weekend, went to the pool, hit a little cheeky swim. Can I just say, the greatest feeling. I honestly think that swimming may be the cure to, like, the brain rot doom scroll epidemic. Like, I'm just putting this out there. Like, if you're stuck in that, doom scroll on your phone, vegetating in your own bed, whatever kind of thing, honestly, going for a swim. Because, like, exercise in general, obviously, is great. But for the swim, first of all, you have to, like, kind of... It's a little bit of a trip, to get to whatever pool you go. Like, you can't just roll out of bed and do, like, 10 push-ups and then roll back in bed. You have to, like, make an effort to go somewhere. And then... You're in the water. It's refreshing. It helps reduce injury. You're not getting as injured as you do other stuff.
You literally immerse yourself into the sport you're doing.
You're just in the zone, and when you kind of get into the flow of things, no pun intended, because the water flows, I guess. But
oh, God. You are fantastic.
But like you're not listening to music or podcasts like you do when you're doing other exercise. You're just there with your thoughts in the water and you're exercising. Exactly. You're feeling great.
It's just you in your solitude, but in a good way. You're just boom.
It's so good.
Pounding the waves.
Honestly, you also don't at least for me. You don't really feel like that tired, even though you're doing a lot of exercise. Like, I feel like I worked out as much as I do in the gym, but I didn't feel like at all tired while doing it. And then only afterwards you have that like good tired feeling. It's the best. So, just a PSA. It sounds like I'm sponsored by the concept of swimming, but
and I am.
They paid me millions.
I used to do a lot of swimming especially when I was younger, and I still do quite a lot of like water sports these days. I will say, I do. This might just be a testament to your physique, but I definitely can feel it in a swimming sesh that I'm getting tired, because I do think it is still quite demanding. So maybe you're just athletically goated.
I might be,
but it is just it is a fantastic way to just like kind of clear the head and just go to Pound Town on the waves, if you will.
True. I that's not how I would phrase it in my like swimming brand endorsement style of advert here.
In your sponsorship.
Yeah. But no, yeah. I mean, I don't want to false advertise. Perhaps it will be very exhausting. I don't know. Maybe I'm just that Phelps maxing. But I would highly recommend going for a little cheeky swim. That's how we save the world in 2026. Everyone hitting a cheeky swim.
Everyone swims.
Should we jump into some cheeky news?
Ooh, please.
Now,
hit me with it.
Again, the news not been too exciting. We have 3 pieces of news, one of which is debatable if it's news. But first, let's talk about our favorite thing, the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping trailer.
Oh my God.
Which I've made detailed notes
tread lightly. You've got detailed notes for.
Yeah.
Okay. That is better than what we had last time.
Yeah, no, I looked into who's playing what character. That caused a lot of confusion last time.
We won't have a genuine 5-minute ramble about whether or not Philip Seymour Hoffman's in this.
No, genuinely.
A man who's been dead for 7 years.
Because you said you were like, I'm pretty sure, that guy, he's playing like the dead guy. And I was like, and I got like super tweaked. I was like, what are you fucking talking about? And you're like, no, like the guy from Breaking
for a podcasting, like for a podcast. Does it get more stupid than say that one guy is playing the other dead guy?
I don't know. And to be fair, I might be making you look
that combined with dog barking the entire time. That's that's perfect rage bait, like rage bait fuel.
You can see why we did not make it through.
We had to scrap that shit.
To be fair, I may be painting you in a dumber light to make my own rage baiting look less embarrassing that I freaked out over this. But basically, this is the new Hunger Games prequel, following on from the last one, which took place a long time before the first Hunger Games, whereas this one takes place a little bit closer, where
because when was it was the 74th Hunger Games was the first like Katniss Hunger Games, right? And then this one is the 50th,
something like that. I measure it by President Snow, because in the first prequel
the universal metric.
First prequel, he's like a young adult teen character or whatever, and then in this one he's Fiennes. And then in the main ones, he's Sutherland maxing. So that's how you can tell where we're at.
That's a very
how close is Fiennes to Sutherland? That's the the clock here. But yeah, we got kind of a goated cast. I'm not gonna lie. So we have some guy I don't know is goated cast.
This is a perfect cast. I have no clue who this
got
bozo
some
is.
jabroni as young Haymitch, who is Woody Harrelson. By the way, I'm pretty sure we hear a Woody voice in the trailers. I don't know if we get like a little cheeky Woody like flash forward type of thing.
Oh, some voiceovers perhaps?
This is how I won the 50th Hunger Games.
That's a really good Woody.
Thank you.
And then we have Jesse Plemons as a young Plutarch Heavensby. Oh, I took
guy
notes.
who's also the dead guy. Oh, you too. Oh, this brother's got notes.
Who was Philip Seymour Hoffman in the original movies. Finds as Snow. And then I feel like I knew about this, but I don't know if he's in the trailer, but Kieran Culkin as Caesar Flickerman, aka the Tooch.
And also, can I just say, aka Tucci Maxing? Can I just say, I think that is a kind of fantastic casting.
That is, yeah. I'm a big fan of Kieran Culkin, just generally.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll talk about this other guy later on. But have you seen the interview between him and Domingo?
I have seen the Domingo. Pretty iconic.
Very, very iconic. I thought that was one of my favorite interview, or I don't even know if it's an interview, which is like conversation.
Yeah, it's like one of those actors on actors.
Fun banter between the two of them.
Yeah. No, we will, and boy, will we talk about Domingo.
6-hour pod incoming.
Both in glowing and in slightly not glowing terms, but we'll get to it.
God.
Domingo about to get flamed. There's also Elle Fanning is playing whoever Elizabeth Banks played in the original movies. That's pretty good.
Oh, like the announcer lady?
Something like that. And Maya Hawke is in it. I did not write down as who, so I assume not someone we know, but I like Maya Hawke, so that's cool. So yeah, kind of go to cast, and I will say, as we said in the previously cursed pod, we do, at least my problem with these young adult dystopia, when those movies were all the rage, the first one has like an intriguing premise of some sort, and then it like quickly devolves into like generic revolution, like teen rebellion.
We must stop the system.
Yeah, and it's just
they're not even in the districts or in the Hunger Games anymore.
It's just like a bunch of gray, washed out battle fights against the government, whatever. It's not like the premise that you came for, and so for them to go back to
the whole reason that these things have gotten so popular is because of the super cool premise.
Yeah.
So let's focus on that for a minute.
The Hunger Games concept is, interesting, all the craziness and the conflict there. So to go back to that's why Catching Fire is my favorite one of the movies, because that's where they do that, do all the, it's kind of like the fourth Harry Potter, where like you go through a bunch of challenges and whatever. And, to see more of that, which is what it seems like it's going to be here. Pretty cool. And like an old school Hunger Games, like, I don't know if they have different
old school
technology.
Yeah, exactly. And also very large scale, because I believe that the 50th one is like there was double as many like contestants in it than previous ones, so it'll be a large scale thing. And that's also one of the cool things with the premise, right? Because it is like, cool premise holistically, but there's so many different angles you can take to it. Like you said about like Catching Fire, how it takes what was good about the first one and then builds upon it. Whereas this one also takes some of that and expands upon it. So I'm very much here for it.
Exactly. I will say, or I will ask, do you think you would survive the Hunger Games?
Ooh.
Let's say when you were like 13. I think, we met when we were 13, so we knew each other back then. You ain't making it, little bro.
Oh, so, but are we making it in the... We ain't making this, little bro. I think, can I just say, I don't think I would be the first one to die. I wouldn't be the first one to go. I think I would be, and dare I say, if I'm 13, I'm gonna say the top 30th percentile.
Okay, I will say, like, I don't know if I'm remembering this correctly, but I'm pretty sure there's like some old people in the Hunger Games as well. So there's some.
I
There's
also
also
it's
like
up till 18, right?
No, there's. Remember in like the Catching Fire, there's like some. I guess maybe in that one they bring back previous winners or something. Remember fucking like Jeffrey Wright is there. No offense, Jeffrey Wright, for calling you old people, but like
there's also that one woman who literally can't walk. Yeah, I'm sure I'd maybe outpace her.
Yeah, and there's like a bunch of literal children as well. So I feel like you're bound to be in like the upper percentile. I don't think you're making. I think PETA would fuck you up, to be honest.
Do you think that if the two of us were in the Hunger Games? Same district, we teamed up.
Yeah.
Do you think we could do bits?
Ooh, I think I don't know about that. But no, I think we'd go pretty crazy mode on it.
I don't know about doing bits, but going crazy mode on it. Do we do the Katniss Peeta Barry moment, or does one of us pull a sneaky one and betray the other?
I'd kill you.
All right.
It would be
the lack of hesitation both hurts me, but I respect it.
It'd be like the end of Squid Game, maybe, if that's what happened at the end of that first season, where like it's two of them left, and then he's like, actually, I'm gonna kill you.
Actually, fuck out of here a little bit.
Anyway, Hunger Games: Sunrise on the Reaping. Pretty cool looking.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
When does it come out?
I think it's next November, maybe.
Next November. Oh,
yeah, so it's a ways
far
off.
away. But okay, well, when next November rolls around, I'm most certainly here for it.
We will be watching. This piece of news, I'm not entirely sure why I included. I mean, I know why, but I don't know how much there's to say about it. I'm going to assume you did not see the Knives Out Sesame Street crossover that happened.
You told me you had some crazy dreams before we started this pod.
Yeah, I did.
Is this one of them? Because this genuinely sounds like a fever dream after a lot of Mexican food.
This is not one of them. There was a Sesame Street, it's called Forks Out. And, it was about... It's
Forks Out.
It's like it's the Muppets or whatever. They're all hanging out and someone ate Cookie Monster's pie. Don't.
Euphemism or straight up what happened?
No, straight up what happened.
Okay.
And then Muppet Benoit Blanc shows up to help them investigate.
So just Benoit Blanc.
Yeah, just full on Daniel Craig. I'm pretty sure it's not Daniel Craig voicing it. The voice is a little off, a little bit disappointing. Sesame Street. Anyway, they investigate who ate the pie. At the end, there's a gag where it turns out all of them ate the pie, and Benoit also ate some of the pie.
Oh, so it's a Murder on the Orient Express twist, but with Benoit.
Little bit.
In Elmo costume. This is...
Yeah, well, but no, Benoit is his own Muppet, though. They made like a Daniel Craig Muppet. Anyway, worth watching,
Benoit
I guess.
is his own Muppet. One of the most accurate things I've ever heard in my life.
Are you excited for Wake Up Dead Man coming out pretty soon?
He's like, are you excited to watch this Muppet thing?
Yeah, I sent you 10 links, so I hope you check it out.
I am very excited for Wake Up Dead Man. As we said, I don't know if I fully fuck with the new Craig hairstyle and beard.
I mean,
I don't know.
I fuck with the fact that Craig is like, he's mixing up the style every movie. Like in, first one he's got that autumn attire. Second one he's got that pool fit that we talk about often.
Yeah, I feel this is very Vogue magazine talks we got going. Benoit Blanc rocks the pool fit this year season.
But then the beard hair combo, I don't know. He's kind of Freddie Mac.
What's the attire in this? I forget. What's the attire in this new one?
I think is
it kind of back to the autumn?
It's a little bit autumn. Yeah, I think they're in like a church or something, and it's kind of cold outside, and yeah, it's a little mysterious. By the way, is this a trend that these? Because did the Poirot movies? They went, cold and wintry, then summery hot. And then like weird and
then kind of horror movie.
Gothic-y or whatever. Yeah, is this kind of is this what these movies
It's
do?
just like a legal thing they have to follow.
Yeah, I don't know, but anyway, I'm very excited for Muppet Blanc movie, whatever it's called.
Muppet Blanc. I'm also very excited. The first two, goated. So third one, I mean, just the fact that Craig's in it in this like completely zany, nutty character, I'm there for.
It's goated. Last piece of news here. Tarantino, he's been saying some stuff. He called out the writer of The Hunger Games for ripping off the movie Battle Royale, all this stuff. But the main thing I just want to talk about here, this is from a Variety article, which was taken, these quotes are from the Bret Easton Ellis podcast. He said, he basically gave his like favorite movies of the 2010s or the 21st century or something. Did you see this?
I saw his top 20 movies, and some of them, what the fuck's going on?
Well, I have not thoroughly investigated the full list. I was thinking of maybe making a little BHL 2 video about it.
Okay.
But the main thing here from Variety, elsewhere in the podcast, Tarantino praised number 20 pick West Side Story for being the movie that, quote, revitalized Spielberg as a filmmaker. Tarantino added, "This is the one where Steven shows he still has it. I don't think Scorsese has made a film this exciting this century."
I know. It is...
Some thoughts.
It's... I feel like it's... This whole article is just part rage bait, especially when you look at some of the other things that are on there, because some of the movies, again, I don't claim to be a man with the most perfect movie opinions, but I think there are some objectively insane choices.
Let me pull up this fucking list actually. Because I do
we'll
claim
go
to be
through it,
an authority on film, so I will.
Can I just say, I feel like we've talked about this one on the pod, but I feel like number 5 or 6 on this list as the best movie of the 21st century, Tarantino has put Unstoppable, the train movie.
No way, really? Okay, let's see. Number 20, I pulled this up here from Deadline, this list. Number 20, West Side Story. Number 19, Cabin Fever from his friend Eli Roth. I have not seen Cabin Fever, but come on now. 18, Moneyball. 17, Chocolate. 16, The Devil's Rejects from Rob Zombie. 15, Passion of the Christ. 14, School of Rock. 13, Jackass the movie.
I feel like School of Rock is the kind of thing, it's such a different movie that I feel okay about that being on there because maybe he just fucking
I mean, I fuck with School of Rock, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I don't think it's top 20 movie, but having it there is of the rest of this list, I think is one of the more okay choices.
Number 12, Big Bad Wolves. Number 11, Battle Royale. Number 10, Midnight in Paris. Number 9, Shaun of the Dead. Number 8, Fury Road. Number 7, Unstoppable, the train movie. Yeah, didn't you talk about this?
The Denzel train movie.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that about?
Number 6, Zodiac. Number 5, There Will Be Blood. Number 4, Dunkirk. Number 3, Lost in Translation. Number 2, Toy Story 3. That's so fucking...
Toy Story 3, and then just look at number 1.
Number 1, Black Hawk Down is an insane choice.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, again, Black Hawk Down, I think, is a pretty good war movie.
Yeah, it's okay.
The best movie of the 21st century... And Tarantino, it's not even very Tarantino-esque, like the style of it.
No. I mean, yeah, Black Hawk Down...
It's such a completely random choice, I think.
I have a number of problems with for a lot of reasons. But, yeah, I mean, this is... I mean, of course, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Tarantino, the more I learn about him, or, like, the more interviews I watch of him, the less I like him. Like, I love his movies. I'm a big fan of his work. But just every time I hear him talk, I'm like, you seem fucking insufferable, I'll be honest.
Can I just say, and this might be not a good thing to say at all, but to me, I feel like he's a bit of an Elon Musk maxer. I see a lot of similarities between the way they like they emote and they act and stuff in general.
They emote. They've got the same emotes equipped. That's kind of crazy. I can see what you mean, though. I worry that but the problem is that I never really gave a fuck about Elon Musk, so when he turns out to be a dipshit, I don't really care. But I quite like Quentin Tarantino,
Yeah.
so if he full Musks it at some point, that's going to be a shame.
That would not be good. But I think of all the directors in Hollywood, the one to go full Musk is almost certainly Quentin.
No, you're spitting. I can absolutely see this point. Also, bro, no, the West Side Story Scorsese take. West Side Story, I quite like Spielberg's West Side Story. I think it's pretty good. To say it revitalized his career, he's made one movie since, which was pretty good, but I mean, he's made one other fucking movie. I feel like that's not really, like, his big comeback. 2, to say Scorsese has not made a film that exciting this century, when this century, Scorsese has made, among other things, The Departed, I mean, Wolf of Wall Street, Silence, The Irishman,
It's
Shutter Island.
Did he? Yeah, I was gonna say Shutter Island as well. Like, it is, of all the things to choose, West Side Story. I haven't seen it, but it just seems like a rage bait. Especially saying that it revitalized.
No, I would argue that even Scorsese's weaker movies this century, like fucking the one with the guy in New York. Jesus Christ.
The classic one, the one with the guy.
The classic specific Scorsese movie, The Guy in New York. The fucking
literally every Scorsese movie.
Gangs of New York, or like The Aviator. These like mid-ass movies that are like I'd say about the same quality as West Side Story, let alone like The Departed, one of the greatest movies of all time. Like, no, Quentin, big fan of the work, not a big fan of the guy, and these takes are a little bit dookie.
Yeah. Didn't cook on these takes.
No. Anyway, that was the news for this week. Really exciting stuff, mostly that Forks Out bit. We're going to move on to our topic, these 3 new movies that came out. We're going to talk about them. We'll find a way.
We'll find a way. Again, because I've been meaning to watch all 3 of these movies. Well, maybe not Wicked.
No,
2,
you don't seem like a Wicked.
Wicked for Tood, maybe?
Ooh, very good. Tooted for Domingo?
Tooted for Wicked? What?
Tooted for Wicked. Hashtag that. I tooted for Wicked.
I was in the cinema and I tooted for Wicked.
Yeah, well, no, we can. I mean, I've made a little note here of like my general just thoughts on the film, which I've talked about on the BHL2 channel. Feel free to check that out. But then I've mostly made notes here of
sneaky plug
of stuff to pod worthy sort of inclusions of
please.
some nutty stuff in these movies. So first of all, The Running Man, Edgar Wright's latest film. As a big Edgar Wright enjoyer, as a big fan.
Exactly. You had your Baby Driver phase.
I did, and he's done the Cornetto movies, which are great. And since then, since Baby Driver, I wouldn't say it's been a big fall off. It's just he hasn't made anything of that.
What's he made since Baby Driver?
Well, he's made Last Night in Soho, this like thrillery movie, which was actually pretty good, but it's not really up to like the peak Edgar Wright standard. He made some documentary, which I didn't really give a fuck about, to be honest.
Which I'm a level with you. I didn't watch
Straight
that
cheeks.
shit.
No, it was fine.
Straight cheeks.
But even like Baby Driver, I'm a big fan of, but it's not. At the very least, it's not really the same style as he used to do. Anyway, The Running Man, it's sort of, I'm not going to say completes the fall off, but it is definitely his most, his least Edgar Wrighty movie to date. Which, that being said, he's still a good filmmaker, so it's still pretty fun. It's still pretty enjoyable.
Does it feel kind of like a generic, maybe like Guy Ritchie kind of a project that he just kind of had to make? Or?
Yeah, well, it's much better than like the phoned in Guy Ritchie moments, because those are genuinely kind of fucking atrocious.
Except for Wrath of Man sex scene, because that is kind of objectively iconic.
He was checked in for that, I'll tell you that much. But
I'm gonna give it my all for these 20 seconds of this movie.
But yeah, so even, like, mid-Edgar Wright is still pretty good for the most part. There's, like, a montage in the middle. If you don't know the premise, it's, a dystopian future where there's, like, a TV show, a reality show kind of thing, where someone gets hunted around America for a month, and if they survive, they win a bunch of money. Hunt him down, as Domingo says.
Hunt him down!
Very Domingo. And so...
Not what I want to be.
When they're doing that bit, it's very fun. There's other parts of it that are a bit kind of generic. The ending is a little bit stinky. It's a bit overstuffed and all this. And throughout, there's just a...
Does it end with him kind of like... It's fine if you spoil this for me, if you want to go full spoilers. But like, does it end with him kind of being about to die and then suddenly, the 30 days are up, you've won?
No. Like I mean, spoilers for The Running Man. It ends with like basically the system's corrupt or whatever. Like you're not meant to survive, and the way they they kind of plan it out. And I mean, the ending is just, there's so much shit going on. Like for a while in the movie, in terms of plot, it's quite light. It's like him just like on the run. He's doing the Running Man, as it were.
He's doing the Running Man.
And and then it's suddenly at the end, it's like twist, reveal, person takes mask off, another reveal, another like, but is he lying? Is he telling the truth? It's just like a lot of shit crammed into this like finale on a plane.
Yeah.
Which also, I mean, again, maybe I'm misreading it or something, but I feel like it kind of goes against its own messaging a little bit, because it's, it's sort of a satire, and throughout it's a little bit about like, Americans, or like, people in general, especially Americans, they consume violence on TV, like voyeuristically you're watching violence, and then at the end, even though he's like being manipulated, but then there's like an action scene where Glenn Powell kills all the guys, and like, as the audience, you're kind of, I mean, it's sort of fucked up, but you're kind of supposed to be like, yeah, get him, Glenn Powell. And it's like, isn't that...
We're sitting there like, Glenn, this
wasn't the whole point that like you're not supposed to watch people killing people and being like,
you're
yeah,
supposed to be the Running Man.
Maybe I'm not smart enough for the Running Man. I don't know, but...
Come on.
It just, and at the end...
Not smart enough for the Running Man.
It's, it's very on the nose throughout. It's meant to be the satire of, America and TV and whatever. But, like, sometimes it gets very on the nose, especially sort of in the latter half. It's still pretty fun. I think it's worth, throwing on.
It's worth a watch?
Worth a watch, I'd say.
And so what comes of the clear sexual tension between Brolin and the Running Man? Because there's clear, in the trailer... There's clear sexual tension there. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, there's a part where he smacks his ass twice, and he says, you can kiss it twice. That's pretty good. Do you remember this?
Does that actually happen?
No, well, I should have phrased that better.
Oh, no, I made that shit up.
No, that's actually the dream I had last night. No, Glenn Powell, he smacks his own ass twice, and he's like, kiss it, fool.
I don't think that's as tough as he thinks it is.
It's more of just like an open invitation, to be honest.
Brolin obliges.
But I mean, they hate each other, and then at the end, Powell has like explosed. He's exposed Josh Brolin's.
At the end, after tapping his own ass, Powell just explodes. Title: The Running Man.
Domingo winks.
They really hunted him down.
At the end, like Glenn Powell has exposed the fraud that is like the government and the TV and how they're keeping society enslaved with TV or whatever. And then everyone turns against Josh Brolin, which again I thought was kind of a stupid scene because like the crowd in the Running Man show is like an angry mob, and Josh Brolin's like, go out there, Coleman Domingo, and Coleman Domingo's like, no, I quit. So Josh Brolin goes out there and he has no sauce, and then they like throw Molotov cocktails at him, and I don't know, it's just kind of a stupid scene for a few reasons, but mostly I'm just like, wouldn't they vet the audience that comes into
Brolin has no sauce.
Especially compared to Domingo. I mean, well, that's another positive.
That's also an unfair comparison because I genuinely believe that Domingo might be the most sauced up individual.
He has so much sauce in this movie. He does from the trailer you've seen the hunt him down, of course, but he just throughout he has,
and he's got that shit on.
He has set the shit so on, and to be fair, his character is like tasked with a lot of the over the top like satire elements of the film. Like he has to be like
he is the Flickerman of this universe,
and he does it very a role in like jokes that could become sort of annoying and like too in your face. Like he does it very well. He is great.
Okay.
But yeah, at the end, Powell shoots Brolin, so I guess that's the answer to your question of what comes.
Yeah.
I will say, I believe we touched on this in the pre-recorded or the deleted pod, which led
crash out ep.
Yeah, where I said you do see naked Powell in this, and you immediately said
in the deleted one, I believe the majority of the Running Man talk was about whether or not there was Powell butt and Powell peener in this.
Yes, I think that was.
And remind me, is there full frontal nudity of Powell?
That was 20 of the 22 minutes, 2 minutes that we recorded. No, there's no. You get a little bit of butt shot.
Okay.
But not a lot of.
And how's that shot? Is that cinematic or is it kind of like?
No,
is that mid run?
It's kind of. It's not mid run. It's kind of just incidental. You don't really get like a good look. I mean, I will say, butt and full frontal aside, just a very ripped man, just in great shape. Good on you, Powell. He been hitting them swims, I assume.
Are you saying because you've been hitting them swims that you and Powell are similarly physiqued at this point?
I would say we're similarly cheeked up, I would argue.
Okay.
Speaking of Powell's physique, though, or his exercise, because we talked about how he had referenced Tom Cruise told him how to run or whatever. In a way, I guess it makes sense.
Because is this an equally horrendous run?
It's a terrible run. I don't understand what's going on with Hollywood, where Cruise runs a lot, looks like a Muppet, but we love him for it. Ezra Miller in The Flash, his whole thing is to run, and I guess it's kind of a joke in the movie, but his run is terrible. Glenn Powell in The Running Man, he runs I don't want to. I think the Weekly Planet coined the Muppet thing. I don't want to overuse but it's so accurate. He runs like he's on strings. He throws his hands in the air.
He's got the full Flash hand movement.
And his legs are kicking up in the background. Considering...
Does he have kind of like the Schmidt run from New Girl?
No, the Schmidt run would go way harder. He has a big floppy run. It's I'm sure it's in the trailer a little bit, but just the fact that he talked about how he's you should film yourself running because you don't look as cool as you think you do. So you got to adjust.
You don't want to flex yourself saying or flex how you've gotten lessons in running and how now that you've perfected it, you feel like you can do the Running Man, and then lead to the Running Man being you looking like an absent Muppet running.
No, I mean it's just puzzling because I'm like, this is your finalized run? This is what you landed on?
This really what you decided to go for?
This you?
What the fuck?
But I mean,
Letterboxd review 0 stars. This you?
Because I think we all have at some point. I have videos of me running in some capacity, making a dope ass training montage or something.
As we all go, I've got some dope ass Creed montages or whatever.
But I mean, I think maybe this is the running hypnosis that Powell was talking about. But I think I look more normal running than fucking Powell does in this movie. I'm just saying. I guess this was a choice. Maybe he was trying to emulate the Cruise run. I don't know. But.
Okay, well, one thing is form and such. Does he look like he's at least getting some speed? Is he a fast runner, or is he also just kind of like a Muppet run going maybe 10 kilometers an hour?
I guess he's a fast runner, and that might just be movie magic, but he's doing...
like, you know those exercises when you try to...
He's doing the most.
when you're trying to, like, kick your own butt when you're running, you know, like, that's like a...
Is he doing heel flicks?
I don't know if that's the term for it. But, you know, yeah, when you're, like, exercising or, like, you're doing a warm-up. He's doing that, but, like, his legs are going outwards. So he's, like...
Oh.
It's like they're high and wide.
He's 6'7"ing, but with his legs.
In a sense, yes. Very topical. Yeah, so I don't know. That really ruined my immersion with the film, I feel like.
God, that's also, you're injury prone. I bet filming 5 minutes of this, his patellas were shot into oblivion.
Absolutely. So yeah.
Maybe the whole thing is just CGI.
Maybe they AI'd his running for the Running Man. That would be a crazy reveal. But yeah, I will also say there's an unhinged Michael Cera cameo in here. That's pretty fun.
Okay.
But yeah.
As is most Michael Cera cameos, in fairness.
The Running Man, it's pretty fun for a bit of it, kind of stinky for a bit of it. Not what you really want from Edgar Wright, but
okay.
I'd say you should watch it. I'd say it's like a pretty good time.
Okay, fine. And little letterboxed review rating. What are we giving it?
I'd hit it with a 3. I wouldn't be mad at a 3.5. I also wouldn't be mad at a 2.5. I think a 3 is a fair.
Okay, so we're in that kind of that middling to maybe okay kind of range.
I would say so. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
I did see it with the goat Lele. He gave it a 3.5. He enjoyed it.
And if I hadn't watched it with Lele, it would have been a 5 out of 5. What are we talking about?
Would have been 7 stars. Speaking of 7-star movies, we move on to Wicked 2, Tooted for Good or whatever.
Tooted for Wicked?
Yeah.
Wicked for Tood?
Wicked for Tood. This was I have to say I'm a bit of a Wicked enjoyer. I hate to paint myself with that brush, but it's just a fact.
Okay. I haven't seen either of the Wicked movies.
Man.
And it's something that this might be not a good take, but I don't think there's been a movie franchise that I've ever felt less of a need to watch than the Wicked franchise.
That is, considering some of the movies you have watched, crazy take. Considering this week we're going to see FNAF 2. This is the one.
Watch FNAF 2 100 times more than wanting to watch Wicked 2.
You fuck with musicals and stuff. Like I'm kind of surprised by that because like some of my friends are like, you know, I don't know, would not go see Wicked 2. Like I got some slightly hurtful messages from some of my friends when I logged Wicked 2. But
did you get hazed for wanting to go watch Wicked 2?
A little bit. Well, yeah, I won't go into detail, but there were some cruel messages sent my way. But I feel like you're a person.
That actually sounds so ominous. I got cyberbullied for weeks because I wanted to go watch Tooted for Wicked.
But I mean, yeah, I feel like you're open to musicals and you like
I am
Ariana
open to
Grande
musicals,
and fantasy movies. You like a bunch of shit that's way lamer than Wicked. I'm gonna just put that out there.
What? Like what? And don't you dare invoke anime.
No, bro, come on. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking that, but you opened Pandora's box here.
I didn't open it.
Cooking with my girlfriend,
actually
whatever.
Specifically said to keep it closed.
Renting a cookbook with my girlfriend, the anime, whatever the fuck you're watching.
Well, now you're cooking up titles that sound really fucking dope, actually. But
yeah, write that down.
Yo, maybe we should go into the manga business. Wait a minute.
Anyway, I was not trying to like start a beef here. I'm just surprised that you would call Wicked the least interesting franchise, the least watched.
I don't know. It's just I just haven't like because there's so many Wizard of Oz movies and stuff like that from the past. I've never really gotten on board with the Wizard of Oz lore. Like it's such a like okay. Fine.
No, I mean, I don't really give a fuck about the Wizard of Oz either, but I feel like this is a good accessible... Man, I mean, everyone who's going to see this is like a 10-year-old girl. Do you think they care about the fucking Wizard of Oz? Like,
I guess, but at the same time...
They're obviously fans of Oz the Great and Powerful. You illustrate my point. Everyone who enjoys this is a 10-year-old girl. That's a good point. Yeah, no, I see. It's a bit of a...
No, I fully get that it's probably fine, but I think that with a combination of... I don't know... Maybe I've put too much emphasis on this, but I think the press they've done for it, especially like the interviews, they've just pissed me off. The two of them, they pissed me off, and I'm boycotting the movie. There, I said it.
Fair enough. They are. It's funny because in the movie, I think Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, high-key, like carry these movies. I think they're excellent in these movies. Like I think honestly,
they from the trailers they actually do look like they get business done. They get that shit done.
Some of these like when are more like mainstream. I don't know, this sounds kind of stupid, but like when a more mainstream movie gets like an Oscar nomination for acting, I'm like, okay, is that kind of in there because like it was popular? But when like Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, I'm totally fine with them getting nominated for this film. But in real life, like in their press thing, I've only seen, the clips on Instagram. It doesn't like piss me off so much as it's very confusing. I don't understand what's going on in half of them. It's kind of like uncanny,
very confusing,
like...
but because it's very uncanny valley, and it's just, I don't know, like I know it shouldn't piss me off, but it does, because it's just so over the top and weird and strange, some of the stuff they're doing. There's also that one scene or that one interview clip, I don't know if you've seen it, but where like a helicopter flies like above them, and then like they both start like tweaking the fuck out. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I mean, that's kind of relatable. Like if a dog barks in the background of your podcast.
let's not bash anyone who tweaks out at helicopters.
Yeah, but that's the next pod crash out. Yeah, no, there is just something like I feel like they've gone so far into like being quirky that it's become like uncanny. Like I'm like, what's going on here?
Well, I don't know. It just doesn't even seem quirky. It just seems kind of like it seems like they're stuck in some sort of like Disney princess like persona that they're trying to do, where it's like they're both being so delicate, like, oh, you're so amazing and stuff like that. It just seems very fake, and I don't know how to navigate it.
Yeah, no, I don't either, and especially doesn't help you contrast it with interviews with Goldblum and Jonathan Bailey, where they're just chumming it up, being charming as hell. And then you got Domingo somewhere in the mix as well in the movie. I mean,
throw a little Domingo in there, and goddamn.
Yeah. No, but I will say in the movie they're great.
Okay.
Yeah, my overall thoughts on the movie. I enjoyed it as much as the first one, which I didn't think I would, because I sort of thought, like we were talking about with Hunger Games, where like the first one has this fun premise of like, what if the witches were like in fucking school together and they became friends, and it's kind of like a Harry Potter thing. And then I thought it was gonna be like all like serious and grim and whatever, but it was still pretty fun and silly. And I mean, it's more plot focused, but it didn't piss me off. This movie for children didn't piss me off.
How are the songs?
The songs are not as, I mean, in the first one, as a big musical enjoyer, the first one has like a few bangers. I've said this before. I'm not like, I'm a fan of like the show tuney musicals. I know this is like the worst possible way to describe this, but you know the Family Guy intro. Let's actually describe that. Let's not that ruins all my credibility as a musical enjoyer.
Cat's out the bag.
Cats. Yeah.
Why do you like Wicked 2? You know, if I had to describe it as one thing, it'd probably be the Family Guy intro.
But my point being, because I don't know like what word to describe these things as, but like the show tuney type musical numbers where it's like, it's like bombastic and kind of funny and whatever. Like, I don't really give a fuck about like the slow, beautiful ballads, or like when Cynthia Erivo
to me
does a big like whoa like that, which is great. She does it well.
You know what? You could easily take Cynthia's job with that.
But like,
Rose got esophageal range.
I get that a lot. But
to me, again, not having seen the movies, but I think the spectacle and the style of the song seems very The Greatest Showman-esque.
Yeah, I would say it's better than The Greatest Showman wishes it was Wicked.
But not nearly as good as Family Guy.
Yeah, but my point was that there's like a couple songs in the first one that are like sort of fun like that. There's Popular, of course, and there's the one Loathing or whatever, where they're talking about how much they hate each other. Those are some bangers. I'll be listening to those on the reg. I'm gonna just put it out there. In this one, they only really have one song like that, which is of course the Goldblum number. Which again, I don't want to.
Goldblum number sounds. Low-key, I would fully watch Tooted for Wicked just to watch the Goldblum song, because that sounds like a very delightful thing.
It's pretty great. The song is called Wonderful, and
it's just about himself.
Well, it is. I mean, because he's the wonderful Wizard of Oz, and he does a big song, and it's quite nutty. It's quite fun. And Goldblum, as we established in the Crash Out pod, got some pipes on him. He be singing that shit.
Got some pipes on him. Also, in the Crash Out pod, I did tell you to watch this.
I did watch it.
This one Jimmy Fallon thing where the whole cast comes together and they do a little song.
Yeah,
have you watched this?
I did watch it. It was quite enjoyable.
Right?
The Goldblum
and Goldblum shows up. That's me.
No, I love his I mean, it's Goldblum, of course. You love the Goldblum nuttiness. It's hard not to.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has the best song in the movie in my opinion. Although also the For Good song, when they're singing at the end, it's a beautiful, kind of conclusion moment. Honestly, the emotional beats kind of hit for me. I'm normally a very cynical movie watcher, as you know. I call a lot of things mid, as we'll get to in the announcements and such. I'm being called out for being a Grinch of sorts, but
I'm very excited for this.
I was kind of, I wasn't tearing up, but I was just like, damn, that's a nice moment. That is a nice boulder.
What do you think of Wicked 2? It was good enough to drop a donkey reference.
Very true. Yeah, I will say, as I praise Domingo for being goated in Running Man and in real life, seemingly, in here he does play the Cowardly Lion. And
again, in the Crash Out pod, you had beef with the Cowardly Lion.
He's only on screen for like 2 seconds or something, but every time, there was just something about him that just pissed me off. I was just so annoyed by him, because he was just like...
Well, I feel like the Cowardly Lion is just at his molecular base fucking insufferable.
No, because I'm glad he's only there for 2 seconds, but like, I guess he's a cowardly lion. He's supposed to be cowardly, but he was just like this whimpering, blubbering mess. He was like, and I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro.
Domingo,
get out of here.
Hunt him down.
How do you go from the hunt him down Riz to the cowardly lion harassment, as it were? But yeah, no, it was just, I don't know. I was just like, shut the fuck up, cowardly lion. Also, his motivation in the movie is fucking stupid, because like they're teaming up against because the Wizard of Oz, the witch is the villain, so they kind of have to do some workarounds about like why is she the villain or whatever. And in this, the cowardly lion.
So is she the actual villain, or is Goldblum kind of the villain?
No, Goldblum's the villain, because Goldblum is trying to kidnap animals or something, and that's not on. But then at some point in the movie, she's like, but actually I am a villain, or like I am wicked, and I don't know. But she traps Dorothy in a basement, but then like it's not like that mean. It's like kind of not that deep in the movie. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
But basically, like the Tin Man is Bach, aka, I don't know if you've seen the SpongeBob musical guy, the fucking you haven't seen this? It's a
the
popular
SpongeBob musical guy?
It's a popular meme. It's this guy Ethan Slater who plays a Munchkin in the movie.
Okay.
And he's the one. Have you heard about the Ariana Grande drama? I don't know much about it, so I don't really want to get into it. But where she's like dating him, but he had a wife or something, and there was like a possible cheating thing involved or whatever. But anyway, long story short, that guy becomes the Tin Man, and he hates the witch because
he becomes the Tin Man. Is he like a normal dude who then becomes the Tin Man, or is he already a Tin Man?
No, he's a Munchkin, and then this part of the movie is total bullshit. I mean, the whole thing is like, it's a stupid whatever, but like this bit was especially stupid where the Wicked Witch's sister tries to cast a spell, and then it goes wrong, whatever. Anyway, he becomes the Tin Man, and he thinks it's the Wicked Witch's fault, and so he's like, let's kill the fucking witch, and then the lion is there.
Tin Man quote.
And then he's like, and she was also shitty to the lion because she freed the lion from captivity, and so he never got the chance to like become tough in his own way, so now he's like cowardly, so like fuck the witch. That's so bad. And it's like,
what the hell?
That seems like a bit of a stretch.
That seems like a huge stretch. And she freed him from slavery, and then and now he's cowardly and he doesn't want to hunt them down.
Yeah, he's not got the Domingo energy. The Scarecrow's in it. One of the characters, spoiler alert, one of the main love interests becomes the Scarecrow guy. Which is funny because in the movie I thought it looked like kind of shitty, like weird CGI, like ping pong balls in the face type thing. Apparently it's a real mask. I've seen pictures of him in that mask, like on set or whatever. So that's kind of strange. I don't know why it looked so weird. There's also
bro just doesn't wear it very well.
I gotta say, kind of I don't say a weird sex scene, but like there's a sex scene in this.
There's a sex scene in Wicked?
Which is kind of surprising. I was like,
That's very surprising. How did all the 10-year-olds feel about that?
I don't know. I didn't ask them about it, actually. But
I was too engrossed myself.
But I mean, I was, because I was in a cinema with like, it was mostly children, and I was like, this is a little bit like out there for a kids movie. I don't know.
I'm gonna say I assume it was between the wizard and the cowardly lion.
Yeah, no. This is a little strange for this movie. I wasn't expecting.
I don't know why Goldblum would insist on having a bestiality scene in the Wicked 2 movie.
But no, I mean it's with the Wicked Witch and Jonathan Bailey, and I mean it's not like obviously it's not like explicit, but like
you don't see the Bailey taint.
not that I could tell. But like they do, the implication is like in kids movies usually it's like they kiss and then like that's the end of that. But like in this one they're sort of like dancing around. She's like sort of taking her like jacket off and then like they kiss and then they wake up and he's like shirtless in bed and they're in bed together. I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's not a super kids movie. Maybe it's just because like it was a bunch of kids in my audience. Maybe it's more of like a teen Marvel movie demographic kind of thing. I don't know.
Okay.
But I was at the moment I was like, damn, that is a little bit surprising, I suppose. Yeah. Anyway, Wicked 2, I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, and a little bit emotional even. So I would recommend it.
So and just so we can kind of get a direct comparison between the three movies we're reviewing here. What's the Letterboxd saying on this one? Tooted for Wicked.
I'm gonna say 3.5.
3.5.
There were some problems I didn't really get into, but yeah, 3.5.
3.5. Okay, fair enough.
And then finally here, let's talk about Zootopia 2, aka obviously Zootopia.
Zootopia.
Yeah, the sequel to the highly anticipated sequel to Zootopia 1. Surprised you haven't seen this. This seems... it came out this weekend. What am I talking about? But like,
I had every plan to go watch it, but then I have been traveling for the last 4 days. But I absolutely will be going out to see this at some point in the near future. Right off the bat, good, bad. What we saying?
I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Okay, not as much as the first.
No, I don't think it's as good as the first. I think honestly, it's very similar to the first, if not just like slightly. The problems with the first are slightly exacerbated here. I think as like a follow-up, it's pretty, it's pretty much exactly what you'd want. It's like fun, it's cute, it's sweet little, it has some cool action. It's like a fun little Disney movie.
Okay, so it is a sequel that kind of lives up a little bit because there's been some absolute stinkers, a la Moana 2 and stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, I think it's it's a worthy. You could watch them back to back and not feel like there was a big drop off in quality.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it is quite similar to the first, in like also sort of some plot elements. I mean, the weakest part of it, like the first one, is sort of the plot. And again, it's a kids movie, so I'm not gonna go like super hard. But there are parts of it that I'm like, even a little kid watching this would be like, well, that's obviously like a twist villain, and that's obviously this. And like there's stuff in there where I'm like, even.
That's obviously Kihei Kwan as the snake. I spotted that a mile away. So.
I will also say just something of note here because I watched it in Danish.
Oh, interesting.
They get some...
You don't even know how Bateman was.
No, I couldn't even tell you. But I think, from what I could tell, they get some pretty good Danish sound-alikes for, like, the Bateman and Kihei Kwan and Idris Elba. Kihei Kwan especially, I was like, that sounds like Kihei Kwan's voice, but it's in Danish.
Is he just multilingual?
Yeah, is he just super talented? Yeah, so I don't know, I thought that was slightly impressive, I guess.
Interesting. And how is the dynamic between
Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde?
Exactly.
My goats.
And remind me, are they friends? Are they lovers?
Well, it's sort of, I don't know. They I guess I won't spoil it for you. Speaking of explicit sex scenes, no. No, they
My God.
No.
Is there a Judy Hopps sex scene with Nick Wilde?
There is not, unfortunately. I mean, not unfortunately. I mean, there isn't. Just period.
I sat and protested in the cinema.
I mean, I will say I don't have many notes for this. I did just write here as like a bit to do. I've written, quote, Freddy is attracted to the bunny and or fox. so let's
a very accurate note. Well, I mean, you know what?
Oh boy, this is not where I thought this was gonna go.
If you had to choose, okay, gun to your head. If you had to choose one Disney animal, who are you picking?
First of all, I'm not answering that question. Second of all,
why are you not answering that
after
question?
I said Freddy is attracted to the bunny.
In your notes, you've got Freddy's attracted to the bunny. I'll own up to it.
After I put that in my notes, I did not expect you to go, well, you know, oh boy. Not what I was hoping for there.
And Ferris, I did kind of just lay down and take that shit.
Well.
Much like the Cowardly Lion.
Okay, all right. No, I do believe we had a little board game night the other night, and I think this did come up, and I think you said I think the fox is really sexy. I think that was a direct quote from you.
I mean, the fox is, you know,
these are not things you actually said. You don't have to back this up. I'm making things up about you. I'm expecting you to be like,
as
no,
far
I
as the
didn't say
fox
that,
goes,
you rascal.
I don't think you realize just how much you're truly spitting here. It's
Okay, all right, no. Okay, Nick Wilde, is that your fursona?
I think fursona. Why do you know what a fursona is?
Why do you know what a fursona is?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Let's move on.
Just kiss me. Let's move on. Look, I have no problem with the furry community. Insane transition. Not for me personally.
Zootopia 2, it's everything you want from a sequel. And then you see those memes where it's like, what happened? I only skipped 10 seconds.
No, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Not for me.
Not for you? Okay.
No.
Makes one of us.
Yeah. You put away your Judy Hopps fursuit?
Have you seen that video of there's this one guy reviewing different trailers and such, and then he watches the Zootopia 2 trailer, like, man, I don't want to watch this, and then every single time there's a Judy Hopps scene, he pauses it and takes a screenshot.
Yeah, I think I have seen that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very you. Let's move on.
But anyways, Zootopia. So,
anyway, yeah, the plot wasn't great.
But the whole plot of it is that there's a snake that comes into the city.
Yeah.
And they're all like, the fuck you doing here, Kihei Kwan?
Yeah, well, basically, I mean, it's the same as the first one where it's like, you know, it's a positive message. It's kind of the same thing as the first one where it's like, you know, racism metaphor, but with animals. So, like, in the first one, I think it was like predators and prey, and in this one, it's like, they all are like super racist against reptiles because like they've been told.
I completely forgot this, but it's only mammals living in Zootopia?
Yeah, I guess, because I don't want to spoil it. I didn't even see this, but I read about it afterwards. There's a post-credit scene that apparently there's another type of animal that's coming, which I also, again, I was like, oh yeah, there aren't that type of animal in these movies, I guess. But yeah, so there's only mammals, I guess, and then they hate snakes because they've been told that like snakes did some bad stuff, but then maybe it turns out that history has been rewritten and you shouldn't hate other groups based on lies you've been told about bad things they did or something. You know, it's a
interesting.
Good...
So a pretty poor message for kids.
It's a good message for kids. Just kind of the same thing as the first one.
Okay.
Anyway, as you were asking about the Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde dynamic, I will say, yes. I think the conflict is a little bit forced. Like, there's a little bit of like, you know, classic Disney movie, like they hate each other kind of because the script says they have to, so they can then make up and whatever.
Because they're in, is it like buddy, like cop buddy?
Yeah, they're cop buddies. But then it has its fun moments. It's not super forced. Like, it's still, you can kind of buy the reasons that they give for it, and it's decently well done. But yeah, they're not romantic, but they're like very lovingly platonic. I don't know, maybe kind of an us type relationship. But I don't know if like anyway. I mean, nothing. Moving on. I don't know if it's meant to be implied that they are like a romantic thing is budding because they're like so like, again, not to spoil it, but there's a moment where they kind of give like big loving remarks to each other, which again, kind of like us on our Tinfinity celebration. But
yeah. So I mean, it is possible.
Yeah, but they
jokes on you thinking it's platonic.
But I don't know. Yeah, they don't explicitly smooch or anything. So if that's what you're going for, I'm sorry.
Okay. That's fair enough.
I don't know,
because I do think their relationship is quite charming.
Yeah,
especially in the first one. I think it's very sweet. So as long as that kind of continues, that sounds good.
Yeah, they have a fun dynamic. I don't know if it's building up to some romantic thing. I don't know. I wasn't that locked in on the subtleties of their interactions, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make sure that when I go watch it, that'll be the only thing that I look at, and nothing else. I won't get any of the plot of the movie.
But yeah, pretty fun movie. Yeah, I think if you like the first one, you'll like this one. It's a pretty fun movie.
Animation's still fantastic.
Animation's great, as you'd expect. There's some new environments that are kind of fun. You know, they go to like a reptile place. It's pretty good. It's a fun movie. Cool. It's pretty fun. I enjoy it.
And run it off. Final Letterboxd.
I said 3 stars. I could go with 3.5. I wouldn't be mad at the 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty solid.
So it sounds like you're kind of going Running Man, Zootopia, Tooted for Wicked.
Very
true.
Would
that be a fair assessment?
Yeah, best to worst. Wicked 2, Zootopia 2, Running Man of these, I would say.
All right,
very much so.
Fair.
with all that said, it's now time for
the Tom Cnews.
So, let me just Google Tom Cruise in case something else has happened. But if not, I'll just use what I was going to use last time because there wasn't any crazy Cnews going. Holy fuck, never mind.
Oh my god.
Boy, do we have.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Oh my goodness. Let me pull this up. Oh. Yeah, see, this is why you always Google Tom Cruise before the Tom Cruise starts, because you never know what you're going to get.
This is why you never not Google Tom Cruise.
This is from Hindustan Times. Celebs who get Tom Cruise's Christmas coconut cake. It's that time of year, baby.
Oh my god.
Let's see.
We're so back.
We're so back.
The Bund cake makes... I love how the Bund cake is absolutely the biggest segment on the Tom Cruise.
Absolutely. Tom Cruise sends a beautiful and delicious cake to his co-stars from previous films every year. Here is a list of the lucky celebrities.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Glenn Powell. Tom Cruise's co-star, Glenn Powell, who played Hangman, revealed he already received this year's cake as per Just Jared. Warmest wishes to you this holiday season, Cruise's message to the hitman actor read.
Warmest wishes. He's definitely done some sort of naughty with that Bund cake.
Yeah. Warmest cake as well.
Final end of year award, warmest cake.
Miles Teller, who played Rooster in Top Gun Maverick, spoke to Dish Nation's Andrew Freund about the cake he received from Tom Cruise in 2022. The coconut cake is very good. I have one in my fridge right now.
We also just say, it sounds like, I know this isn't the case, but the way you read that, as if he got the cake in 2022 and has just left it in his fridge for 3 years.
He's been
savoring every bit of the Cruise Bund cake.
John Hamm. Hamm told Dish Nation he's been receiving the cake before the sequel to Top Gun. I was on the list pre-Top Gun Maverick, so I'm very happy.
A celebrity status there.
Kirsten Dunst starred in the 1994 film Interview with the Vampire alongside Tom Cruise. The Spider-Man actress said she's been receiving the Cruise cake since. He gives me this cake every Christmas. We call it the Cruise cake.
God. It is 1000% Cruise just throwing that shit back in a circle.
Yeah. You open the box and it's just his butt in there and then he's attached to the rest of it. It's like one of those pranks.
It's like a reverse dick in the box.
Kobe Smulders and Tom Cruise collaborated on the 2016 movie Jack Reacher Never Go Back, a Woody classic.
Man, so it really is it's the people who have been in his vicinity and have worked with him, which then begs the question: do you think that by having crossed the T Cruise parking spot, does that make you eligible for receiving the Tom Cruise Bund cake?
It's very possible, I think. Honest to God, if I like open the door and I see a package on the ground and it's the Cruise Bund cake,
you're calling the bomb squad.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume it's a threat. That would be one of the most insane moments of my life, truly. But no, I look forward to that day. I think it'll happen. Yeah. Kobe Smulders, he said, it lasts until March. I just slowly chip away at this thing. Come on, Kobe. Come on.
Okay, Kobe. You know what you're doing when you're saying that.
She's, quote, not even a big sweets person, unquote. She said she loves Tom Cruise's coconut cake. It's so good, she added.
God.
Anyway, it goes on here. We have Rosie O'Donnell as well. O'Donnell was excited to receive the coconut cake in 2021. Christmas cake has arrived. Thank you, Tommy, she wrote on Instagram.
Thank you, Tommy.
Getting a little saucy with it there, Rosie. And last one here on this article. Brooke Shields and Tom Cruise worked together, blah, blah, blah. It was from them and Suri, so it was the three of them, and then soon it was no Suri and no Katie and just Tom, and then it's just like about Tom's divorce? What the fuck is this? And then it went from just Tom for a while, but not every holiday, and then the cake stopped, she had added.
No.
Shields said she wanted to, quote, get back on that cake list. Don't we all want that? Wow.
Come on. You cannot tell me that there's not loaded language in these things.
So,
thank you, Tommy, and get back on that cake list.
Imagine you get the cake for like a decade or something, and then it just stops showing up. I would be terrified. I'd be like, what's going on?
That's like the black spot. You've been marked for death.
That's like the calm before the storm. That's like, it's that scene in Goodfellas where fucking he opens the door like thinking it's a meeting, and it's an empty room, and he realizes a split second before he's shot in the back of the head what's about to happen. Like, that's, if you open the door and there's no cruise cake, you're like, wait a minute, and then I feel like just something terrible happens.
I like also thinking that when every single time that you open the door and there's no cruise cake, he spends literal millions to send these out every day.
But yeah, every single day. But yeah, no, so that was, I don't know if there'll be more. I mean, this was kind of just a recap thing, I guess, from Hindustan Times. I don't know if there'll be more cruise cake news to come, as the Christmas season warms up.
I'm sure there will be. It's kind of like Elf on a Shelf, where will the next Bund cake show up?
Yeah.
Like, you don't know. So I think that's like a fun little mini game to have going. Like, we can make bets on who the new celebrity to receive the cake will be.
I mean, who's he worked with recently? He worked with Iñárritu on the new movie. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe him and, I don't know. Maybe there's some connection to Michael Keaton there or something that they link up.
You know what? I'm gonna say he's gonna get nostalgic in the coming Christmas days, and he's gonna send one to Jake Johnson.
Ooh, that's a bit of a shout.
The Mummy collab.
I don't know why you'd be nostalgic for the time you made The Mummy, but it's very possible. I also think maybe does Peg receive one? I don't know.
Ooh,
perhaps
maybe.
Other people. Maybe Haley Atwell. Who's to say? We'll see.
Oh, but I don't. Or Anna de Armas.
Ooh, well, probably not anymore, I guess.
And the right Tommy missing you.
Yeah. Call me, please.
How about a space wedding?
Anyway, yeah, we'll keep up with the Tom Cruise cake if there's any more news on it. I like how we're like fucking Walter Cronkite, like,
actual
reporting.
Journalists on this.
But yeah, because the other thing I guess I'll save. This is kind of an evergreen Tom Cruise I was going to do from last week. I'll save that for a rainy day when there's no Cnews. Just about like his movies in general. Yeah, that was the Tom Cruise. Now let's do a little bit of announcements and such. We're going to look at some comments from the past, like 4 or 5 pods, whenever the fuck we last did this.
Yeah.
So yeah, and as I said, we do not have the ability, we have the ability, we don't have the time to go through we can't go through every single comment. So if we do not reference your comment here, it doesn't mean we hate you.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
And every single comment genuinely is very much appreciated, because I'll go through the pod each new pod that's been posted, read the comments, and just get like a warm, nice, fuzzy feeling. Especially when they talk about the BHLLs. If you will.
Yes, no. The comments are delightful and funny and wholesome. So just want to say thank you for the comments. Here are some that, for whatever reason, stood out, or some questions or something. So let's do this. JC Cinematics says, seeing how creative and active the pod community is inspired me to plug my work here. I'm currently studying film, and I'm making a lot of short films, and I'll be posting the good ones on my YouTube channel. My most recent one is a Halloween surrealism film. I'd love to hear what you guys think of it, especially BHL, I'm curious. Take that.
It's because I've already given my thoughts. I'm a collaborator.
Yeah, you directed it. What experience do you have with avant-garde surrealist films? I will say I did watch this film from JC Cinematics.
Did you? Oh.
I thought it was very impressive.
Get ready for a tear down.
Yeah, I think you should quit sending me things. No, I thought it was very impressive, and I'm a big fan of surrealist avant-garde, like sort of just weird shit, especially at the lower level of filmmaking. I feel like that is like my next thing that I'm working on is a little bit of a more surreal thing. I think that's kind of the way to go, because if you try to make something really serious and plot-based, whatever, and you have no budget and all this, it's very easy for it to be goofy. But if you make something kind of more artistic and like weird and surreal, you can pull off lots of cool shit on a very small budget. And I thought it was it was a cool short film. So
nice. All right, I'll definitely have to check that out then.
Yeah, keep it up, JC, and everyone else who's making stuff. Alfeld asks about Kung Fu Panda 4, because we didn't understand his question at one point. Did you see Kung Fu Panda 4? What do you think of it?
I did not watch Kung Fu Panda 4. I actually wanted to, but then I heard that it was a trash cash grab.
It was,
and so
pretty subpar.
I decided not to go watch it.
Yeah.
What did you say?
It was pretty subpar. It was it was what people thought Kung Fu Panda 1. You know, it's like the whole thing about Kung Fu Panda 1 is like, you know, you think it's going to be this Panda Kung Fu DreamWorks movie. It's going to be so stupid or whatever. And then it's actually really, really good. Kung Fu Panda 4 is like that movie. It's just kind of like lame jokes and not that interesting. And yeah.
Yeah, because I love the first 3, and I didn't really want to go and have the franchise be tainted.
Yeah.
You know? So I decided to give that a pass.
Fair. He also suggests for Beneford watches Smallfoot, which may have to happen, I guess.
God, that is a humongous shout.
And the Lego Ninjago movie. I will say...
Ooh, Ninjago. Get a bit of Spinjitzu on the pod?
Ooh, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm glad you're excited.
The real Ninjago fans know.
But we may or may not have a little Beneford watch cooking at the moment. Who's to say?
Ooh, true.
Daniel at the movies. There were, I think, a number of hashtags here. The one I've written down is hashtag BHL wants to be alone with Freddy's father. I believe this was from the horror movies.
Is it the Coraline pod?
Yeah. So that's just a horrific hashtag.
Horrific and how true it is.
A&H asks if we've seen Andor. I have not. I have to get on it. It's very high on the list. Everyone has fucking told me to watch it.
I've heard very good things, and nope, not on it at all.
But also says, yo, Freddy watching Dan Da Dan? What a shout. Such an excellent balance of wonderfully adorable rom-com stuff with batshit insane paranormal action stuff.
It's true. Dan Da Dan, one of my... I think I just finished the second season that came out, and it's honestly great. It's a very wholesome watch, as he says, but it's... Because there are some animes that are purely wholesome, and I think this one, where you then maybe you miss a little bit of action, whereas this one, there's like the main bit of it is action, but there's the wholesomeness on the side that also drives the story. Fantastic. And the art's also very, very cool.
There we go. Joe C says, did a little road trip to see a friend of mine for a Halloween party and had this on. Genuinely one of the best rides of my life. Loved the episode. Thank you, Joe C. Very sweet.
Thank you, Joe C.
Archer Green says, haha, thank you for the kind words. Honestly, I've been watching BHL for years. I remember when the pod started and I instantly fell in love with FDK Gaming and the dynamic you guys have. Wish you all the best and hope to see the pod grow across 2026. Hashtag Daddy Loves Who. Hashtag Brenton Thwaites. What a throwback.
God, some hooter nanny of a throwback.
Thank you very much, Archer Green. And yeah, man, Daddy Loves Who, one of the original classic pod bits. Good times.
A classic.
Alfeld also references Now You See Me 3. I still remember in the first Woody's pod when you said that you pranked Freddy by fake announcing that for him. Was this like an April Fool's thing we did a few years ago or something? I think I pretended Now You See Me 3 was coming out, and then it was like a big prank or something.
Yeah, exactly. And then now it's come to fruition 10 years later.
Let's see. Anurag says BHL's Bond choices much better than Freddy's. Cavill is too mid. Boom.
Okay. Ain't no way you're saying that the cast of The Shire would be better as the James Bond guys compared to Cavill and Idris. They might be a bit old or a bit too buff, but come on.
It is what it is.
Challengers, boy.
The world has spoken.
The world has not spoken. It is you and your single follower alone.
Daniel and others recommended Stranger Things, which I have been watching a little bit of, trying to catch up. So we'll see if I can make it before New Year's.
I think in the next day or two, I think I will start the new season, and I am excited for it. I think it'll be good.
Yeah. Although first of all, I think this is from Daniel. Hashtag Freddy's opinion equals W. I don't know about that one.
Yes, that's exactly what we want.
Hashtag Dink for James Bond.
A great shout.
But then we get some beef here. Hashtag BHL as bad vibe. So kind of crazy.
Another simple truth spitting.
But then Joe C responds to this. I assume there was some Stranger Things here. I agree. Stranger Things is goated. Daniel says it's so good, but BHL would probably think it's mid. And Josie says most likely, but you never know. And Daniel says it would be a miracle. So is this what my
actual slating of you in the comments?
Are people... Look, it's funny, because I saw some college friends not too long ago, who I hadn't seen for a while. And, like, the first thing they said to me was like, man, your movie takes are so pretentious now. And I was like, damn, okay. So, look, I'll put my hands up. I realize I'm maybe a little more critical. I'm maybe harder to please now. I don't want to, like, get too pretentious with it. I mean, I'd be watching a lot of movies, and like
you're watching a lot of cinema. That's fair.
It broadens
the horizons a bit,
heightens
and the standards. That's also fine.
I don't know. It doesn't heighten your intelligence, or I'm not saying like I'm better than you, or whatever. It just, you know, I think
but
it
he's
has
heavily
changed
implying it. Everybody.
I think it's like it changes your standards a little bit. Just like if I
let's start a mob with pitchforks.
Like if you watch like, you know, a movie like Harakiri, for example, which I think is like a beautiful piece of art. Like, that is my new, like, 5-star standard. You know what I mean? I realize this is, like, the most obnoxious thing I could possibly say. But, like...
If you truly appreciate a masterpiece like Harakiri, then everything else seems, you know, it seems whatever.
But that's
and everyone who enjoys the whatever are not worth my goddamn time.
No, but, like, for example, Zootopia 2. Very enjoyable movie. I still liked watching it. Me saying...
But it's not a 60s samurai movie. And for that...
Me saying it's 3 stars doesn't mean like, yes, this whatever. Like it still means I really enjoyed it. It's just, you know, that's the thing.
I love the contrast of you having one supporter on your shitty take before, and then the very next comment, the entirety of the community rally behind me.
Yeah. Look, I don't know, Matt. What have I said that's mid lately that you think is egregious? I realize I'm crashing out here. I've been rage baited. Okay, I'm a calm down.
What have we talked about recently? I don't remember.
I guess like stuff in our 2025 movies recap. Like I said, I don't know, but all the like Fantastic Four was pretty good. I don't think it was like amazing. You know.
No, that's fine.
The Long Walk pretty good.
It might not be a recently thing. It might just be your aura and demeanor in general.
It's very possible. Anyway, let's move on. Cal W says, I can't believe y'all are ignoring the Tom Cruise that Tom is now dating Freddie. I don't know what this is in reference to, but I'm sorry that we ignored that.
That is my bad. I should have revealed this sooner. I wanted to wait for pod 300.
Average Joe says, I've been a longtime advocate for an animated anthology Indiana Jones series in the early days, possibly Clone Wars-esque. Harrison Ford is irreplaceable, so use the soundtrack from the new Great Circle video game. There's so many artifacts to explore and endless potential. Not a bad idea, I would say, for a revitalization of Indiana Jones. Shelf Enthusiast, on the very last announcements and such, before you guys left, I recommended a couple shows and was curious if either of you had checked them out. Since then, I'm going to be perfectly honest, I do not remember that, so if you want to ask, feel free to ask down below the specific shows.
I don't remember the shows you suggested, but perhaps I watched them. I don't remember what shows it was.
Let us know. Earlier this year, I noticed BHL watched... this is going to get the exact same type of vibe of my pretentiousness. I noticed BHL watched Twin Peaks, and I must ask, can we please get a Twin Peaks episode, or at the very least a segment where BHL attempts to explain to Freddy some of the weird shit that happens in it? Twin Peaks.
I don't like the loadedness of that.
Well,
attempts to explain to the pod idiot.
Can I just say, and again, I don't mean this in a like I'm better than you kind of way, but I mean this just exactly as it sounds. I don't think you would like Twin Peaks. I don't think it's for you.
Interesting.
It's like really intelligent and beautiful and artistic.
And there we have it.
It's
I think the only person who would truly appreciate and understand it is person who's watched Harakiri. So.
It's a show from the 90s. It's very hard to describe. It's like a cop procedural mystery mixed with like fantasy mixed with...
Okay.
It's a very odd show. It was very popular in the 90s. I'm sure you've seen like some iconography from it.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of Twin Peaks, but I've never watched it.
But it gets super fucking weird, and it's David Lynch, who's one of my goats. And look, I think you are perfectly capable of understanding it and comprehending it. I just don't think you would like it very much. I just don't think it's your style
Interesting.
Thing. That's all I'm saying.
God, I'm gonna watch that and Harakiri.
Hate them both.
And I'll give you hell.
Yeah. And then no one will listen to the pod because it's just two douchebags. On both Pod 69 and 169, you lamented not doing anything special for the silly number episodes. Now that the pod is back, if you do eventually make it to Pod 269, will you finally fulfill your destiny and deliver the sexiest episode of the Poorly Planned Podcast? Hashtag 2 peas in a pod.
God. It'll have to happen.
I guess, yeah. I don't know what we would do. I mean, the pod is already pretty crass, I would say. Pretty, like, God. Yeah, explicit.
We might just have to do it. Best movie sex scenes. Number 1, Cowardly Lion.
Might have to happen. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll think about it. But, yeah, we'll see.
But we don't want to leave with any regrets.
Very true, I guess. So I guess we'll just make out for Pod 269. Wait, what? No, that's not what you said. Sorry.
Wait, that's not what I said. I love harakiri.
Threw in a fun idea there under the radar. Yeah, that's great. So I guess I'll just like kiss you for that episode. Moving on.
Anyways, it's time for the Tom Cnews.
But yeah, we'll see. Because I think Pod 69 we did Iron Man movies ranked, so I think it's a low bar to get sexier than that.
Does it get more sexual than that?
Daniel says, another really great and enjoyable episode. Keep up the parking spot-esque work. I was thinking to myself the pod might be a little too planned nowadays, but then this pod brought it all back, and I loved it. The funniest Tom Cnews in a while, and I find it hilarious that Dwayne spent months preparing for this role, only for it to be very average. Hashtag comment Dwayne L. I really like Timothée Chalamet's take on acting. Yes, it's great to be humble and all, but I like his take on chasing greatness and him just being honest about it. Facts.
Yeah.
Very true.
Agreed.
Movie Guy says, this episode has Predator written all over it, coincidentally. Great pod as always.
Oh.
So I think this was on the Predator pod, I hope. Still a confusing comment.
You'd really hope so?
Yeah, still an odd comment. But I think I also... we can't include every comment, every hashtag, whatever. And so it's going to be a little upsetting that this is one I do include. But this is maybe the worst... I'm going to say it. I think this is the worst thing that's ever been written on our channel. So shout out Movie Guy for this. Hashtag Willem de chugging BHL balls at FDK funeral. Genuinely get banned. Genuinely never comment again, little bro.
Hashtag Willem de chugging BHL balls.
JC Cinematic says, I saw a theory a while ago that I keep thinking about. Howard Stark adopted Tony, and Tony was from Romania. In Endgame, there's a scene where Tony asks how far along his mother is, and he's surprised by the answer. Also, the Russos did some BS hyping for this story. It can only be RDJ. So maybe for the next Avengers movie, they like tie it all together or something.
Okay.
Tony Stark was always Doctor Doom or something. Could be. I don't know. I was like that. Could be something. Archer Green says, I would not want to be in John Bernthal's spot, in reference to the cruise parking spot story. John Bernthal would be a scary guy to accidentally park in his spot.
I agree, but at the same time, I feel like he's got that kind of... He's very easygoing with a lot of things. Like, have you heard that story about him, like, being on set and then suddenly some random guy off the street runs up and punches him, and then he punches him back, and they just say thank you to each other and continue?
I've not heard that, but that being said, though, if I have that interaction with him, I feel like he's going to punch me, and it's not going to go well for me. I don't think I'm going to, like, return a punch in a fun way. I think I might die.
It's not just scary to be in John Bernthal's spot, it's also... possibly suicidal.
But yeah, no, I think there was also another comment saying we should do a full episode about which spots we would or would not park in. I think that could be... I mean, that kind of just boils down to scariest celebrity, but that could be something.
Scary celebrity pod could actually be kind of a shout.
A&H says, don't know about who I'd be afraid of, but I know for a fact Aaron Paul wouldn't have a worry in the world about me being in his parking spot. Did you see his moist critical interview? Chillest actor I've ever seen, maybe. I did not see that interview, but...
me neither, but I can see him being cool.
Yeah, I think he'd be chill. I also think A&H asked about some new shows. Long Story Short, I think was the one from the BoJack Horseman people. There's a new Netflix show, asked if we've seen that. I have watched the first 5 episodes. It's very good. Okay. I got to get back on it.
But not BoJack level?
It's just a different style, but it's still very clever, and it has the core elements of what makes BoJack so good. But yeah, just like a different style, but very good so far.
Okay.
Connor, actually, maybe I take back what I said about Movie Guy. This might be the worst comment ever left on the Poorly Planned podcast.
Is this Movie Guy again? Or
no, this is Connor Beer.
Connor Beer, okay.
He says, on the episode where we talked about the movie Merv coming out, he just says, and I quote here, "She Charlie on my cocks till I Merv." Hashtag Mervert, hashtag Ruffalo Box, hashtag Ruffalo Starfish. So that might be...
End it with the Ruffalo.
Yeah. She Charlie on my cocks till I Merv. A work of art. A sentence no one has ever written before in history, I'm pretty sure.
That genuinely is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of sentence.
Daniel says, another really great, enjoyable episode. Keep up the Eisenberg-esque work. The fact that you guys have been friends for 10 years shows how you do it. Start a podcast and be somewhat homoerotic, but in all seriousness, happy 10-year anniversary. You guys are the best. And the fact that Tom Cruise now has an Oscar, very well deserved. He's put in the time, that hard work, and he's dedicated himself to film more than most people, and his speech was very nice and wholesome. And your Now You Three Me talk, or your Now You See Me 3 talk, or Now You Three Me, was a blast to listen to, gave some old pod vibes. Can't wait for next week's episode. Hashtag Bowser and Luigi putting in that work. Hashtag Charlie Penis.
Called it.
Hashtag Freddy is cinema. Hashtag
yes.
BHL is slob. Hashtag Ruffalo Box. Hashtag Merv is the greatest film of all time. So a lot going on there.
I see a pattern kind of emerging of you getting increasingly slated, and I fuck with it.
Is the community turning against me?
FDK is cinema, BHL is slob.
Josie says, it's been an emotional and confusing few weeks for me, and I think it's finally over. This podcast has been my stress reliever for a while, and this just goes to show how badly I needed this. Not going into personal detail, but I think things are turning better now that I've got everything sorted. Also, happy 10 years of Woody. Hashtag Woody's forever. Hashtag Matt Mervdoc. Hashtag Prowler Jr. Hashtag stop with the live action remix, for the love of God. Well, Josie, happy to hear things are going a bit better. Sorry things have been rough. Happy if we can help in any way with the pod.
Yeah.
And just hope things are good.
Hope things are good. And congrats on the Merv doc. That's also clever.
Merv doc was really good as well. I also think there were some nice supportive comments back and forth after this one, so that's also nice.
Nice.
Shelf Enthusiast, I've honestly considered doing a binge of all the Woody's movies, and now with it being the 10th anniversary, perhaps now is the best time to get started.
Well, you'll be done in maybe 2034.
Yeah, no, there are a lot, and there's a lot of stinkers in there. It's not a very coherent marathon.
Yeah, it does jump from one thing to the next, like the furthest possible thing for the next week.
Yeah, also I think, let me just see here, I think there was a hashtag in here, something Merv related. Hashtag
something.
Hashtag Freddy is a real Mervert. Connor Beer says 3 days ago, would you... Oh, sorry, that's just the fucking time it was commented. Comments 3 days ago. Connor Beer says, would you rather date a droopy short King Pedro or Chris Evans, but he looks like Oswald Cobblepot and the Whale? Hashtag Droop King, hashtag Schmeatmaxing. Again, terrible hashtags.
Schmeatmaxing.
By the way, what... Chris Evans, but he looks like Oswald Cobblepot and the Whale.
And the Whale?
I mean, that's not really Chris Evans, then, is it? I mean, we love Chris Evans' personality, I guess, but also if you're Cobblepot and the Whale, we're not body shaming or face shaming or anything. But that's the Cobblepot Whale combo is pretty crazy. I guess I'll go with...
Not what you want.
With Droop King Pedro, whatever that entails.
Droop King Pedro.
NMS says, serious lack of Brenton Thwaites. Not even sure what episode this was on, but this could apply to... I think we got to do more Thwaite stuff.
Here's our daily life.
Daniel says, it's funny because I just recently listened to the first episode and thought this was one of my favorite episodes, and now we get a part 2. This absolutely did not disappoint. I think this was on the Would You Rather thing, so he listened to the first Would You Rather. Nice. Thank you, Daniel. Very nice. And A&H says, an excellent cheeky pre-recorded pod. I happen to have a Would You Rather for the two of you, if you don't mind. Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no more video games, or games, unlimited games, but no games? I'd assume I was being pretty crystal clear here, but I'll repeat it one more time. Would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no games, or games, unlimited games, but no games? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Hashtag the poorly chuckled sandwich. I'm going to assume this is like a reference to something.
I feel like I actually just had an aneurysm.
I don't know. I think this must be a reference to something we don't know about, in which case, as Schmidt says about an inside joke, that was very inside and very isolating. Yeah, I don't know what this is in reference to, but also I hope you're okay and you didn't have a seizure, or have an aneurysm, and type this out. I don't know what's happened here, but thanks, I guess.
If this is the last comment we ever get from him,
yeah,
that terrible.
Would be concerning. Yeah, hope you're all good, man. Yeah, hope you didn't have
this funny comment he left, and now everything is just, dude. You should seek some professional help.
Yeah, I hope you didn't have a stroke, and also like you're okay mentally.
But that being said, it's definitely video games, no games.
Yeah, whatever that was. Yeah. Anyway, that is the pod for this week. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, hit the bell button, leave a comment down below what you thought of the movies we talked about, the news, all that good stuff. We're on YouTube. You can find us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, the Poorly Planned Podcast. Leave a 5-star rating, a nice review. Tell your friends about the pod. Tell your dad. Tell your mom. Maybe
shout it from the rooftops.
You can find me on YouTube, BHL Hudson. My second channel, BHL2. Instagram, BHL_Hudson. Letterboxd, Real BHL Hudson. You can email the pod at bhlhudsonvids@gmail.com.
You can find me on YouTube at FTK Space Gaming, on Instagram at Fidalgard, and on Letterboxd at FTK_Thwilms.
Thank you very much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Tune it for Wicked.